Hey, welcome back to more Poor Decisions with Scott. We're back on the Kentucky Bourbon Trail for day 7. We're starting off in Louisville and we're traveling to Bardstown. And our first stop today is going to be Jim Beam. And we didn't do a tour or anything here. We just kind of walked through their gift shop and was lucky enough to get an Old Granddad 114 single barrel. So I'm a huge fan of Old Granddad, and I'll be doing a review of this coming up along with the other Old Granddad offerings. Our next stop was Four Roses Bottling Plant, and we just kind of walked through their gift shop. We didn't find anything very interesting. Then we went over to Cox Creek Distilling Company, which we found kind of just on the way, and decided to stop in there and see what they had going on. And it's a pretty interesting place. They are a non-distilling distillery, but they had all kinds of bottles that they're doing stuff with in barrels in the back. So we decided to do a tasting. I want to say it was about $20, and it came with 5 tastings, I think, and you get a glass as well. And they even let us go into the back and get some straight from the barrel. So they got some impressive stuff going on here. They're getting barrels from all over the place. This was definitely a sleeper for sure. Definitely want to check them out if you're in the area. Our next stop for lunch was a blast from the past, Lee's Famous Chicken. And we haven't had them since, oh man, since I was a kid. So it was cool to see that. We then hit Evergreen Liquors in Bardstown, and they have half off pours on Wednesday. So we got a Pappy 15 and a Pappy Rye, both very, very good. And we also got Eagle Rare 17, which was awesome. Bartender recommended this Jackson Purchase. I wasn't a fan of that. Also got a Stag barrel pick, which was pretty good as well. We then walked around the corner to the Ash Cocktail Emporium, where I got an old fashioned, and they make some really good drinks there. Homemade syrups, everything was very, very fresh there. So highly recommend this place. Next, we went to the old Steelhouse Distillery Tasting Room and had a flight there. It was pretty good. We then walked down the street to the Scout and Scholar Brewing Company. And here they've got a plethora of beers and a full cocktail bar. The bartenders were firecrackers, but definitely a cool spot to change things up a little bit. We then walked back to the square to Chicken Cock Whiskey and walked through there. It's an old house, so there's definitely a lot of history there. It was pretty cool. They had a very cool little bar, very nice and cozy, and ended up doing a flight there. It wasn't a bad place at all. Next, we went to the old Talbot Tavern. It was built in 1779 and is known as the oldest Western stagecoach stop in America and houses the world's oldest bourbon bar. It's hosted some famous figures including Abraham Lincoln, Daniel Boone, and the exiled future King of France. Also, the famous outlaw Jesse James hid out in the tavern while visiting his uncle, who was a local sheriff. Legend says that he shot holes into the wall while drinking and mistaking images in the room's murals for birds. And you'll be able to see the bullet hole right here. Overall, this was a really cool stop. We had an old fashioned in the bar, but there was a lot of history here, and you can actually still rent rooms and stay here, and it's an active hotel. Next, we talked to a couple locals, and they mentioned a place called Mr. Tubbs. So we walked down there to this place, and nice little cozy bar and everything like that. It was recommended that we had a meatball sub, so that's what we ended up eating for dinner. It was a very, very tasty meatball sub, as you can see here, but it's limited. They only have a few of those every day. And then they had this 6-year-old Heaven Hill. I want to say the price on that was maybe $7 or $8 a pour. It was actually pretty good, pretty good. So that wraps up day 7 in Bardstown. Overall, it's a beautiful little city. We didn't get a chance to do everything there, so I definitely recommend that you probably have a couple days there. But anyway, make sure that you make a poor decision and like and subscribe. We'll be doing day 8, which is our last day, coming soon.